Hi, I'm Paul McVeigh, and joining me this evening are two Arsenal legends. You are legends, aren't you guys?
Well, I am. I don't know about it.
We have Nigel Winterburn and Ray Parlock. Guys, thanks very much for coming in.
Quite controversial, I know, but I had a couple of weeks with Ian Holloway down in Plymouth, and he's just a sensational character. You know, we talk about the communication and motivating the 5 minutes with Ian Holloway. I'm not joking. You'll want to run through brick walls for him. That's the kind of man he is.
You want them to stay up, or you think they'll stay up?
Both. I think they're going to pull off a miracle.
Tactically, from the start, do you think they got it right?
I think tactically they did get it right because they attacked them. You know, they set up well, but I just think they probably just give them too many chances, and that's always the problem when you have the class of Van Persie up front. You know, he's going to hurt you, and the two finishes today were sublime.
After both teams played in the week and Peterborough drawn at Charlton, Darren Ferguson said this is the biggest game of the season. And two sending-offs for Ipswich at Forest saw manager Mick McCarthy bring in J Tab on loan for this crucial match. There are always plenty of goals in London Road. Let's see what happens. Who's your favourite player for Peterborough?
Well, used to be George Boyd, but sadly he's left to Hull. It's the second player from Peterborough United.
Do you think it's Mick McCarthy that's made the difference?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Yeah, I mean, our back four are superb now, where before they were disorientated and everything, but they really look like they've done well now.
3-1 to us.
Paul McVeigh and Rob Butler.
Paul McVeigh hosts a show about his old club on local radio, but keep your eyes to the left of the screen and you'll see that his guest on Thursday was a tad late.
How far do you normally get to a game, say if you're playing like Wigan last weekend? How far in advance to the kick-off time do you normally get in?
We usually get in about maybe 3 hours before the game.
3 hours before the game. And when you're coming on a radio show on the BBC, how far do you normally get in before it starts?
About 2 minutes late.
You know, you look at the Liverpool-Chelsea games after the Fulham game and you think they've got no chance. It is going to be the second season syndrome. Then the Arsenal game came and it was just like a different team. They were incredible that night against Arsenal, and that was the start of a 10-game unbeaten run in the Premier League. You know, they've got a better form than Manchester United, so that just shows how well they've done. You well know now, everything comes from the manager in a team. You might have the best players, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win.
Well, we've got manage them, yeah.
Now, Mark, you've written a blog on Sport Lobster, and you really draw the parallels between Formula 1 and football, but I suppose the first thing we need to do really is establish what your colours are for football. So,
I'm a Manchester United man, I'm with Ralph as well.
Both United fans,
good shape.
You know, he doesn't look like he's on balance. He always looks like he's just trying to hit the ball but not really connecting with it.
Well, it's Blackburn's first corner of the game, and Morton Gams-Pedersen with a delightfully flighted ball to the back post. Terrible defending by Ipswich, and Scott Dan easily beat his man in the back post. Kazim Richards, who was pulled away from the far post, all he had to do was glance it in. I've walked down this tunnel before, the last time Norwich City were in the Premier League, and it's one of the best feelings I've ever had as a player. This season, the likes of Grant Holt, Wes Hoolahan and Steve Morrison got to taste top-flight football for the first time. Paul Lambert had strengthened the squad, bringing in young, hungry players with a point to prove. Players like Anthony Pilkington, Elliot Bennett and Bradley Johnson. So, it was a season which asked many questions. Time to see if Norwich City and the Yellow Army could come up with the answers. I think you're sort of selling tickets on yourself. I'm not sure if Chris is probably above your station.
Is it? Well, I don't know about that, Chief. I think, I don't know about that. You know
this is okay.
I thought we could find Ronnie Corbett to play you in your movie. Yeah, with an Irish accent, you'd be perfect.
But Gareth, getting back to the film, moving swiftly on, my dad.
Can I just say we've just done it now? Wrap this one up in the can, we're done.
Getting back to the film, what are you looking to get from it, apart from making a lot of money?
Oh mate, do you know what? It's the money-making process is done and dusted.
Best players in this league, you know, make better decisions, and whenever they get chances like that, they put them away.
Guys, thanks very much for coming. We could have been here all night, Nige and Ray. That's all we have time for, and we'll see you again.